fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams, and on this channel we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt, but don't you fret, more than half of that is our mortgage. Today we're going over a budget with me, kind of. I've already done the budget, so is it like really budget with me? And then we'll be doing our cash stuffing. So let's look at how we closed out the last pay cycle, October 10th through October 24th. We had an earned income, well, for our inflow, monthly income inflow, I budgeted $4,572, and we actually only had $4,372. Now, to be fair, all of this is just what we put into our checking account. It's not all of the money that we earned. We earned way more, not way more, we earned a little bit more than that, but that's what was in our checking account. For all of our bills, I budgeted $285 and we ended up spending $2,085, ended up spending $2,067. For our variable expenses like groceries, school, scouts, haircuts, that kind of stuff, we budgeted $1,165, ended up spending $1,336. For our savings goals, I budgeted $120. Well, it says savings goals. These are mostly just our category spending though. Our budgeted total was $127. We ended up spending $277. And then we budgeted $403 for general savings and ended up saving $425. So here's what's going on with our next budget cycle from October 24th to November 6th. I always under budget in my income and over budget in my bills. So I believe what I want us to work with this pay period is $3,550. I have $150 in my cash envelopes right now, and then $900 in my income account if we need it. So we have our monthly tithes to our church for $108. My student loan will come out at $180. Our Spotify will come out at $15, and then we move on to the beginning of November. We have our mortgage for $19.50, Piedmont Natural Gas for $60, and Focus Internet for $100. And then the rest is all the same that I always do. So I have $600 for groceries for 2 weeks. Haircuts already has $60, and it's getting 20 more, so we have a total of $80. Sadie, my dog, has a rollover of $44, and she's going to get $11 more, so she has $55. School has a rollover of $46. It's going to get $30, so we'll have $76. Scouts is currently empty. We depleted it, and it'll be $20. And then gas will be $200. And then I'm budgeting $150 for health because we have some prescriptions that are waiting for us, and I'm not exactly sure how much those are going to be, but $150 will definitely cover that. So for our variable expense total, we have $1,181. And then for our category spending and or savings goals, we have $40 in HOA, $40 in pest control. My husband gets $20 of spending and $1 in his savings envelope. I get $1 in my savings envelope. Annual fees, car care, clothing, Charlotte Football Club, and our emergency fund all get $5. And then our regular savings Christmas gets $53, and our play and pay for Mini Monday and for my Thursday videos gets $350. So with this income and all of this, we should have, it says we have a leftover of $476. So that money will likely just be sitting in our income account while we wait to use it for the next pay cycle. All right, let me get ready for All right, here we are ready for our cash stuffing. Let's count the money we have. We have 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 10, 20, 820, 825, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 860, 861, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 866 is what we're stuffing today. It feels like a lot, but It's not really. All right, so we budget $300 for groceries every week, and this paycheck covers 2 weeks of groceries, which is why it gets $300 or $600, I guess I should say. Sorry, I'm not feeling good, and it's Friday, but I have to get these envelopes stuffed so that we're ready for the weekend. Okay. So groceries is all set. Haircuts is getting 20. So we now have 20, 40, 60, and 80. Actually, I usually do this, don't I? I moved the order of my envelopes. For health, even though I budgeted $150, we left it in our checking account because I knew today I was going to pick up my prescriptions and tomorrow Jason's going to pick up his. So we just are going to pay for it with our debit card. Sadie is getting $11. Sadie, actually, I need to call the vet. She is ready for, she probably has some vaccines that she needs. She's such an old lady. Okay, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. School is getting 30, and I'm not doing it any kind of weird way because I've got plenty of money to do the weird things. So we have 20, 30. So we now have 10, 20, 30, nope. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, and 76. And I will likely pull $18 out of that soon so that Josh can be all caught up in hot lunch stuff. All right, Scouts is getting 20, and there's nothing else in there, so it only has 20. And that is it in this binder. Okie dokie. HOA is going to get 40. So we should be at 130. You could probably hear my kid in the background watching YouTube. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 25, 30. Pest control is also getting 40. Oh, it is time for a new thingamabobber for pest control. A new tracker. All right, so we should be at 450. What is this? Oh, what? Oh, I already had one in there. I was thinking ahead over myself. Oh well, we'll put it back. We'll use it for next time. How much do we have? 450, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60. Am I right? 450? No. We should be at 290. 290. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. There we go. 290. Okay. Car care is going to get 5. So we now have $75. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, and 75 in car care. Clothing is getting 5. We have reached a very large amount for clothing for the Jonas Brothers concert, but we're just going to keep adding to it because even if I don't end up using all of the money, at least I've got some money for like clothes I need to buy after the concert. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38. $238. The Jonas Brothers concert is happening. So you're going to see this on Tuesday. So it's happening tomorrow, Wednesday the 29th. I'm so very excited. I need to feel better. It's Friday right now, and I'm feeling really gross and bad. All right, Charlotte Football Club should have 90. You have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. And then that is it for this binder. The only thing we have left is Christmas. And if you remember last week, I accidentally colored in the 28 and I shouldn't have done that. So we're only going to color in the 25 because we're going to do 25 and 28 today. Which means next payday we're going to finish this and we'll get a special video of me unstuffing it. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Makes sense though, like I only have 4 envelopes left. That's insane. So we're doing 28 and 25 today. So 25. And I know I just realized I missed a binder. So 25 goes in here. 25, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. We can start our Christmas shopping. 28. Great. Okay, there's that. Now we've got one more binder left. I can't believe I was like getting ready to skip it. Annual fees gets $5. So we should be at 95. We got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. Brandy, me, I'm getting $1. And my, oh, do we have a B? No, we don't have a B. Bummer. My markers, or my crayons, my colored pencils, oh my gosh, guys, I can't wait to take a rest, fell, so I'm going to use this marker right here to fill in half of a shoe. Let's see how much we got. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. This is a Save 80 tracker, so we're more than halfway there. Then I could throw that money, I don't know where I'll throw it. I want to say into a high yield savings account, but I don't have one yet. All right, we're putting $5 into the emergency fund. I always save a little bit of cash for the emergency fund, and then when it hits $50, I add it to the bank. So the cash that we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I should be at 37. I just wrote the wrong number down. I wrote 38. See? My math doesn't want to math while I am not feeling good. Alright, we're not doing extra heat this time. I probably should have, but I didn't. Fun is not getting anything. Jason's going to get his $1. Then what is this money right here? $20 is for Jason, but what's that $5 for? I'll have to look at my... What did I miss, guys? So Jason should have $31 now. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. If I can't figure out where that $5 is supposed to go, then I'm going to put it in family fun. This goes to Jason. He doesn't like to put that in an envelope. I did put $28 in, right? And not 23. Yep, there's 28. Okay. And then I put in, did I only put, yep, I put in 25. Okay. All right, so let's look at our budget here. What did I forget? 40, 40, 21, annual fees, car care, clothing, Charlotte, emergency fund. I don't know. Did annual fees. I got my $1. Emergency fund got its $5. Skipping extra heat. Maybe I'm not skipping extra heat because I usually do it for the first paycheck. Hold please. Okay, I am doing extra heat. I just looked it up. And for some reason, like, okay, so I do my budgeting on a spreadsheet, and then I write it in my book, and I didn't write down the extra heat, which is so silly that I didn't do that. But anyway, 20, 40, 50, 60, and $65 in extra heat. Okay, great, good thing we figured that out. Yay! All right, so now I'm ready for the weekend, and it's gonna be a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday with my play and pay video. Bye!